morning. My name is Rob Furman, Senior Analyst at Catoosa Research. I'm here with President and CEO Eric Desaulniers of Nouveau Monde Graphite. Eric,
Hi.
welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me here.
So Nouveau Monde is a graphite company based out of Quebec, correct?
Exactly, and recently you will see a lot from Nouveau Monde Mining. We changed name from Nouveau Monde Mining to Nouveau Monde Graphite, showing that that's what we'll do.
Right, and so the Quebec graphite industry is just starting. We're just at the beginning of the industry, correct? It's just starting to take off, and it's going to be exciting moving forward.
Yeah, actually, there's a long history to the graphite industry in Quebec. It's a place where it's the only place in North America where you have a significant mine. Imerys Graphite and Carbon is located there, and they announced actually in September that only 5 years left officially to the mine.
Right.
So the graphite industry in Quebec is shaking. What these guys will do after, you know.
Right. And so let's talk a little bit about your management team. And I saw a press release out. You've just changed your board of directors. Let's talk about some of the strategic people behind Nouveau Monde.
Yeah, it started in November. We hired the ex-financial controller of Imerys Graphite and Carbon. He was managing the mine side, the second transformation plan for Imerys, as well as the sale office in the US on the financial side. And he's working now full-time for us as our new CFO. And we announced this week, actually, the new board members that will be nominated for the AGM February 6th.
That's exciting.
Yeah, which fantastic people. We're going from exploration board
right.
to a developmental board. Yeah.
Having somebody from Imerys is very important because they understand what the large producers, how to build an actual district-sized mine. It's great to have that guy running on your CFO now.
It is mandatory.
Yeah.
He's the first guy, but I can tell you he won't be the last. That's the only way you can take advantage of what they developed since '89.
Sure.
You need to have guys who sold graphite, who optimize an operation, how to balance your sale with what you're producing, how to develop your flow sheet. So we have all this expertise in Quebec, 100 kilometers from our mine site, that mine. All these guys will want to work close to their home, and that's a big advantage.
That's a big benefit for sure. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the strategic advantage behind graphite.
Yeah.
What do we use for? I mean, everybody knows pencils, but it's obviously used for a lot more than that.
Yeah. So historically, Imerys is a good example where they sell mainly in the US for the steel making industry. Historically, if you look 2013, the graphite industry was about 1.1 million ton in the world sold. 80,000 ton were consumed in North America, and there was only one producer, 20,000 ton Imerys, and mainly it's 55% in the refractory business and the crucibles, the mold, all this. And the battery market at the time was 9% in 2013. And now if you look today,
yes,
it's 35% the refractories and 25 to 30% the battery market. So the refractories is tied up with the iron ore, the steel making industry. We're not doing very good since 2012, 2013. Luckily, it's replaced by the battery market. So what I believe this year, you will see that the market, just a basic resume of operation for the steel making industry, we have a big impact on the graphite price.
Right.
Because the battery market is not something that will go down.
Absolutely not. There'll be demand forever. Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about your project specifically and some of the strategic advantages that you've got.
Yeah, so there's two opportunities in North America. First, the only mine is close to depletion.
Right.
And they will, in the traditional market, there's an opportunity to take their market share.
Yes.
And second, the lithium-ion battery growth market. Our deposit is perfectly made to take advantage of these two opportunities. First, we have a fantastic location, 2 hours north of Montreal, and we have the best metallurgy you can find for a graphite deposit in terms of flake size distribution and purity of flakes.
So let's just really quickly go through the different flake sizes and what makes a good graphite deposit.
Yeah, actually there's no magic graphite.
Right.
There's just graphite that you can sell to customer. So these guys, Imerys, they developed this market in America and they are selling since '89. They developed this consumer base that are used to buy this type of graphite. What we have is almost the same flake size distribution they have, like about the quarter of jumbo flake, the quarter of large flake, the quarter of medium, and the quarter of fines. everything at an average of 98% purity, which is a big advantage for us to sell our graphite and also to do value-added graphite. When you want to do spherical graphite for lithium-ion battery, you need to go at 99.99 and above. So being at 98 is a very strong advantage that we prove up just before Christmas. We announced we were able to produce 99.99 graphite very economically.
Right, oh, that's good. That's a good catalyst to have moving forward for you guys. Let's talk a little bit more about catalysts for 2017 for investors. Are you going to be raising capital this year?
Yes, we'll need to. This year is a very busy year for us. We have about 3 million in the bank. We need about 7 million to fund the whole feasibility study. So 2017, what you will see, we announced the new board. You will see some hire, a COO, most probably in the first quarter. You will see an update of the resource, a major update of the resource, probably sometimes before PDAC. You will see a pre-feasibility study being delivered probably in the middle of the year. And at the same time, we still develop the value-added flow sheet and the study around the value-added process. So this year is very important for us, going from exploration to a full development stage. That's very important this year.
That's a lot of catalysts to move forward. Who else do you have on the management team that can help you make all these decisions? So you're going to be hiring a COO that will be more geared towards bringing that mine to production, I suppose, right? You're not necessarily on the exploration stage anymore. You've got your asset, now you want to...
You want to develop a business case. So we are talking with different we just hired also a gentleman from China. Andrew is his American name. Zhengli is his Chinese name. He's a fantastic gentleman. He's been in China. There's undergrads in graphite. The guy is in graphite since 20 years. He operated there a purification plant and an expendable graphite plant for SGL, the carbon group. And he started to work with us a few weeks ago. So a guy like this is the right guy you need to develop value-added product. So he's doing this. And we have fantastic project manager, Serge Bureau, who was the VP technical at Barrick Gold. So he always told me, Serge, I know I'm the best guy to open a mine, but I don't know what to do with the graphite. So you need to make a team that knows what to do with graphite, but also how to mine and how to make a business case, and that's what we're doing.
Very exciting stuff. Well, it looks like there's going to be a ton of news flow coming from Nouveau Monde this year. I look forward to seeing it all. Eric, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Rob.